is taking on Teresa. Oh, 2 golems and a friggin' priest. It's always weird to me to call it a priest and not a priestess. You know? It should be priestess. But, whatever. It's technically, it's in the manual, it's in the game, everything says priest. So it's a priest. That's actually kind of... The gendered values of, like, jobs in general in society is weird to me. But I still adhere to it because I feel it'd be insulting in a way not to. Because, like, in my mind it'd be like, well, we should refer to jobs like they're gendered. It's silly to do so. But on the other hand, unless everybody starts doing it, it won't change, and that means that by not referring to people by the gendered way, it's sort of insulting, it seems. So that's just the way society works for right now. Alright, let's see if Jessica can get a little attention. Liberated Kobigo. So what's at Kobigo? Oh no, I don't think I explained myself very well, so ignore me if you disagree. If only that were easy. If it were that easy, I should say. Just about every kingdom has their own religion. Have the gods ever done anything for them? Have they abandoned us? People still rely on them. What a pity. Oh, hey, look, everybody. It's an atheist. Or somebody who thinks their religion's the only one that matters. Could be that, too. And I'm deciding against it. This unit's just gonna run into this wall of units again. Alright, Bolt. Make sure to clear that person out. One last ogre. And dead. With a crit from the Dragoon. If something's gonna bring you down, it's a crit from a Dragoon, that's for damn sure. And we found an Ogre shield. Funny, I don't see them using shields very often. Looks like Morris is getting his turn. Hopefully this works. Because this unit needs some healing. I didn't have them rest for very long. Wow, that was a nice amount of damage. And once again, not combining magics. Thus making my life more difficult. Ha 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 ha! We mock your pathetic attempts at damage. Slicey dicey. That should do it? No, not strong enough. And also not strong enough. But at least we killed one. And Dark Quest is not going to be enough to kill her after that heal. So this unit's still going to be a pain in my ass for a little while longer. And I missed the chance for a Pedra. Oh well. Still turned out in our favor. That unit is now away from us. And still charging us, because why not? And Vega found an Altar of Resurrection. Not an item on my list, but I'll take it. Wow, Ankaseth is just chasing them on all ends of creation, aren't you? And you're weak enough that I don't care if I'm not well rested enough to fight you. Okay, Bolt, you can do it. They're more than weak enough. And dead. Get that Seraphim some experience. I keep saying Angel Knight because I'm always referring to Angel Knights in the sense of I'm trying to earn an Angel Knight. That is, have a female character upgrade to an Angel Knight. But, yeah, remember, Angel Knight is the unupgraded version that you get originally. Seraphim is what they transform into from one battle, and so on and so forth. I'm being very specific, and I'm actually doing my language right this time. Yes, yes! Fire Breath! Crimson Note! Kaboom! Oh no, I lost some soldiers. And one more kaboom? Wait, this might be bad kaboom. Oh dear. Yeah, it just occurred to me the soldier's the only thing left. I may have made a slight error in judgment. Nope, you're just gonna run home. Cool. That goes exactly as planned then. Now I have 4 dead ladies that have a chance of becoming Angel Knights at the end of this mission. And well done, Vega. Doll of Curse. Huh. It's a shame that I'm not using any enchanters and doll masters and all that. They just don't fit in, just like the Dragon Master. It's really my opinion that you should only use one unit that uses a beast upgrade kind of thing. You know, Kojiro and his Cerberus Eye. It's either a monster unit, a golem unit, or a dragon unit, and you really shouldn't have more than one of any of those, is my experience. But I mean, that's just because, I mean, look how strong my human units are. They have so much versatility and so much power. But yes, we've also seen the power for a skier. Anyway, we've seen how much power that those specialty units can have as well. So feel free to ignore me and just not use many humans in your units at all, and do a lot of those. But my experience is equipment starts becoming a much bigger deal at this point in the game, and it's more a larger factor in your character growth. Strategies can be more dynamic with humans, and having more targets. I mean, granted, we are facing more area of effect spells, so that's kind of a downside. Oh no. Kojiro, stop it! If she attacks that unit, we're screwed. Okay, we're fine. Whew. I didn't want to have to make Kojiro, you know, murder somebody, but looks like I have to. Alright, doggies. Nom 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 nom. You know, it occurs to me. They just did 53 damage per hit. They have 3 attacks. That's not a novelty anymore. I mean, look at Anguset's unit and how much damage his characters were doing per attack with 3 attacks. Yeah, Kojiro's kind of falling behind, which goes to the exact point I was trying to make earlier, with how these units don't scale incredibly well at the very late game. Now that's mostly an assumption I'm making because I haven't played this far into the game ever. We're in uncharted territory for me. But that said, it was something that I always kind of assumed, that you, by chapter 3, I think. Are we in chapter 3 or in chapter 4? I think we're in chapter 4. Anyway, chapter 3 is when you have all your units upgraded. Chapter 4 is when you get the specialty units, specialty characters, I should say, and equipment. And that's how you progress at this point. So Kojiro managed to liberate the town. Let's see what's going on. Does Lodisism worship demons? How can they enlist the help of monsters when they claim to worship the gods? Is this what evil is all about? In lying to your face while secretly behind the scenes doing everything they tell you you're not allowed to? Sounds familiar. Alright, I'm going to send Morris up into that stronghold. Because Wind is... Basically, I'm switching Wind and Morris. Alright, so Clemona, I'm going to need very lawful unit. Leia, lead the charge. Troy, you are her backup. Alright, Wind is going to need a lot of rest for obvious reasons. In the meantime, he's going to need his character revived. Gilbert, I believe. Yep, Gilbert. Thanks for tanking that, Ogre for me, Gilbert. But now might be a very good time to relax. Yeah, I'm done. Looks like everybody's laughing well. Take care of yourself. No, I refuse. Alright, I guess that's finally awake. So when he rejoins, we can think about getting Zuinomo. And Surite. Crud. Surite's exactly in the middle. I was able to liberate a town that was 60. Purg here. So obviously, I'll be able to liberate that town. My unit will. But Zuinomo, I might just have to leave it. Sorry, I'm moving around a lot because I'm trying to think exactly what I'm going to do if I can liberate Zuinomo. And hello, Pumpkinheads! Crud. Wasn't actually expecting that. Ooh, good block. Good block. Well done, Leia. And Blue Spiral. First time we've seen that, in case you haven't noticed, I decided to rearrange their magic just a bit because I was tired of them making the enemy stronger with fire and wind and stuff. Oof. Okay, well everything else is a half measure, and I've got a heal left, so we're okay. So we get to see Blue Spiral, a combination spell we hadn't seen yet. Earth and water. It doesn't seem like it would deal any damage, just kind of a splashing of water and stuff like that, but whatever. And that still counts as a win. And I'm going to go ahead and use an item, because I don't want to risk Leia being owned by the next unit that just happens to breathe on her funny if they go faster than her, than our healer, I should say. There we go. There, and we're ready to keep going. Kudro, you should be rested enough. You're fine. Go finish off the rest of this unit if at all possible. Thank you. And Vega's there to rest. And Leia found a Holy Lance, which is on my list of things to find. Alright, so that little patch of land that was surrounded by water, you might have noticed, that's near the town of Surite. Yeah, there's an item there, so we're going to need to go and find it. And this isn't just any item. This is a must-have item. So, if you've been following along, but you haven't been worried about the items that you find on the ground, you haven't been getting as many as I have, or you just didn't care, perfectly reasonable. There's one, like, in here that you really want, I believe. Oh no, this is southeast of Surite. So it's actually over here somewhere. So I'm going to go ahead and move Kodro there and to there, and to see if he finds something. I'll send Troy to clean up that unit Leia did some work on in just a bit. Oh no, throw a kiss! So much danger. And dead. Gremlins, man. Why at this point in the game you gotta bring gremlins and fairies? Pointless! Pointless, pointless, pointless! Guard. Guard! Ignored. See, I'm doing way more damage than those Cerberus were. However, it's probably not a 1-to-1 ratio in comparison. If I had to guess, these Voltan that I'm fighting are probably less armored than a Dragon Master, but I'm not sure by how much. So yes, you do have to take into effect what you're fighting and what you're hitting the enemy, but the fact of the matter is, bigger numbers. That's what you're looking for in an RPG almost every time. And even if the Cerberus still deals slightly more damage than the human units I'm dealing with, the human units don't have the handicap of only having 3 characters in the unit. They can use 5. See? So, Bolt's time to do some work. Just one lonely gremlin and a Voltan. Jihad, deal enough damage? Nope, half the damage you needed to do. But that's okay, she's under-leveled. Gotta remind myself of that one. Oh, I'll make excuses for the Seraphim, but I won't make excuses for the Cerberus. Yes, I know, I'm a hypocrite. Leave me alone. She's getting 27 experience, and the next lowest level is getting 21. She is significantly lower level. Get you the stronghold. And Kotaro found Tempest. Like I said, must have. So I'll leave Kotaro there for now. Vega, you're more than well rested. I guess that unit came from the town. Liberated Clemona. Well done, Leia. We'll check the shop right after we go inside. This is the most prosperous land in Palatinus. The land is flat and fertile. The weather's good. Land is filled with life. Land is blessed by Mother Birth. But it's only for the chosen ones. No wonder they're rebelling. That mindset you had me up until you said it's only for the chosen ones. You asshole. Iron Helm and Armit. Halt Hammer, Francisca, Baldur Club, Baldur, Flame, Shield of Inferno. So, nothing to write home about. By this point, you have better equipment than almost all of that. Alright. Wind. Here we've got a long trek to make all the way down here. And once everybody else is gathered up north, well actually, myself and Bolt can move on ahead. I'm sure you've got my back, Bolt. And once we get there, we're pretty much ready for the final assault on the castle. Of course, we have other stuff to find first. 2 more items, in fact. Oh, that Pumpkinhead's in the back row. And they're going first! No! Owie. Hate you. Man, we're fine. We're fine! Just mad. That's all. Okay, so southwest of Clemona is the first item. Well, not the first, but an item on the list. Let's see if you find it then. The next is left of the road between Clemona and the castle. So, that would be Kotaro's job, and also try to rest up for now. Morris and Ankaseth could use some more rest. Actually, Ankaseth is fine. If he gets to the next stronghold, he'll rest up there. Keep in mind, all my descriptions of where these items are supposed to be, hey, what do we have here? Ring of Branding, are almost entirely text-based, so I have no idea where the actual position of most of these are, and that was Jessica disappearing and dismissing herself because all that's left of her unit is 1 soldier. So I have to kind of search around a bit to find most of these items myself. So I'm sorry if I seem vague. about where I'm supposed to be finding them. I'm just reading word for word what my notes say. And Sword of Dragon Gem, which is very good for our Seraphim. Because I may not have mentioned it before, but their swords, their rapiers, increase the damage of their magic. Vapula! Temple Command. Huh. We've seen this formation more than once. Let's just get everybody moving. Once I liberate that town and everybody's rested up enough, we'll be more than ready to face him head on. Alright, it's been liberated. Let's find out what's going on in here. Latium, Lodis, the rebels, and the damn Netherworlders. Who's fighting who and why? I'm lost. Can somebody do something about all this? No. You're a jerk. I don't wanna. I'm kidding. You're fine. I'll help you. We're the good guys. They're the bad guys. We'll figure out the rest. If only life were that simple, huh? Kodro, go ahead and rest up. Once everybody hits that stronghold, we'll be ready to go. Yeah, this is Lodis we're dealing with, isn't it? What's gonna happen when I get within spitting distance of your castle? And yes, we have found all the items that I've been looking for. So that's covered. Let's have Leia and Troy provoke the beast. Kodro will help, because if we're dealing with beasts, no one's better than Kodro. Nothing so far. I'm a little disappointed. Come on, guys. There's gotta be something you could throw at me. No, just nothing, huh? You're that weak? That pathetic? You don't have 2 Knight Templar units, 3 Knight Templar units in your back pocket, ready to throw at me at a moment's notice? As you can tell, I'm leaving the town alone. No need to try and liberate a town that I know I'm probably gonna fail at. Oh well. Troy, make friends. Leia and Vega. You're Troy's wingmen. Wingwomen. And I'll send Bolt on ahead. I'll hold back for just a few seconds. 3, 2, 1. And then I'll go away. Ah, poor Wind. Unfortunately, Wind didn't get to show us much of his stuff this time around. It happens. But Troy, you're getting your first swing at him. Haven's God. Welcome. I was waiting for you. Knights of the Calignus Order? You too walk in the darkness? All my life, I pursued pure, unfettered strength. A formidable strength. I never dreamt I had such power within me. I gladly use this power for my own gains. My body craves your blood. My heart tells me to slay all of you. No, it tells you to try. There's a big difference. We'll see if that matters. Actually, this is obviously going to be a failure. I'm going to have to send him all the way back to get healing. Yeah, I screwed up. I didn't pay attention to his health. That's my bad. retreat. After all my posturing, all of a sudden I'm like, oh yeah, Vod. Vod is hurt. Vega and Leia, stay here. I'll be back once I'm actually ready for my assault. Because I'm obviously not ready like I thought I was. Alright, so I'm back. You might notice Troy and Vega's unit over there at the Stronghold. That's because I realized that I didn't want to send them all the way back, because that would take forever, and Vega had an Altar of Resurrection on her. So I got them to a Stronghold where they could swap items, and gave Troy the Altar of Resurrection. Unfortunately, they're now both too tired to assist in the fight, and I don't want to wait for them not to be, because I've got this. Everybody else should be more than healed up as opposed to that one misstep. And guard. Finally, Bolt. Goodness. Guard the weakest attack, why don't you? Jihad. Whoosh. See? Level her up. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. Now you're going for my Dragoon. An equally bad choice. You'll understand eventually. Defeat, disgrace, dishonor. The vexation I felt when I lost my position. My pursuit of strength. My craving for power. I get the feeling this guy has a lot more history than we see. In fact, is he like a character in the other Ogre Battle games? I'll see if I can look up anything about that. Because it just seems like this guy, he's got a story behind him, and I don't know it. Yes! No, I wanted at least one more. Darn it. Oh well. How did it go? Did you find out anything? I'm sorry, sir. The information I gathered is nothing more than rumors. That's fine. Tell me. Yes, sir. First of all, it appears that King Procus is not the one controlling the central region. A person known as the Child of the Covenant, or the Chosen, is the one holding the real power. Next, about denizens of the Netherworld, they hope to resurrect their queen, whom we believe is the goddess Danica. Danica is the queen of the Netherworld? How could that be? According to legend, she was taken there, but why is she called as such? There are many versions of the legends of birth in Danica. One of them reports that Danica ate the fruit of the Netherworld, and by doing so, both her body and soul were filled with darkness. The fruit of the Netherworld. As of now, we don't know how Danica's resurrection is linked to the demons in cooperation with Latium. The reason is uncertain as to why the Chosen wants the resurrection of the goddess Danica. Reason? He is carrying out a so-called divine plan, which includes the suppression of the revolution, the destruction of Lodis, and the creation of a new world where he will reign over both humans and demons. Due to a lack of details, we don't know how this plan is related to the resurrection of Danica. Jeez, sounds like you've got more than enough information as it is. Rule over both humans and demons. Isn't he a human? I'm sorry, sir. It is yet to be confirmed. Well, at least we know that something big is going on in Windia. From what we've heard, it doesn't look like we have much time left. And it's hard for me to tell you, but what's wrong? Go on. We've located Prince Yumo. What? Is he safe? You could say that. Yes, he was seen at Castle Winnia. Fantastic. So, us the player knows exactly what's going on. But now, our character's starting to get the idea. Jumil is not on the right side anymore, if he ever was. And now he's actually got power to back up his cause. If only he still had the right one. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.